Some use Easter, in which is coming up. I'm going to show you where this is why it's based on time, and some people are still going to play the game with that. Let's look at this, and we're going to start getting some tools ready to understand what's going on. But we're going to look at this based on time. Time is your key. I'm going to invite you over to Acts. We're going to look at Acts. We're going to look at chapter 12. We're going to pick it up at 4 just to understand how everything works on time. It says, when he apprehended him, he had apprehended him, put him in prison to deliver him to 4 quadrants of soldiers to keep him. And this is talking about Peter. They apprehended Peter, and they wanted to bring through 4 quadrants of soldiers. It says, intending after Easter. Now, this is the problem. Yeah, many churches today, this is where we're going to find out the issue. Many people today will call this, they'll call it Happy Resurrection. They'll call it Passover. They're going to call it many different things. He's risen and all these different, they're going to change the notion, but the still bottom line is he's holding that to Passover. You can see that in concordances. You'll have those men in those buildings going to even call it Passover. That's your key. And with that, it says, tending to bring him after Easter forth to the people. Based on time. Based on time. And we're going to look over here at Leviticus, and we're going to pick it up at 23 and verse 5. And we're going to see something that's really key here, side by side, to where we can understand what's happening. It says in Leviticus chapter 23, and we're going to look at verse 5, it says, in the 14th day for the first month. So we're looking at the first month of the year on the 14th day, at even is the Spirit of God's Passover. So y'all should understand that. And they saying over on that side, the men, not the Bible, men tells you that's Passover. So this is here, right, what you see here. That's what they saying. We're going to go down to verse 6. And it says, and on the 15th day of the same month, so on the first month, on the 15th day, is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Spirit of God. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. So we have the first month, 14th day, Passover. They say is Easter. And then on the 15th day is unleavened bread. But to show you where the confusion. Because in verse 4 here, if this is Passover, then when you look at verse 3, we see the issue. It says, because he saw it pleased the followers of Christ, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Exactly what we was talking about. And it says, then were the days of unleavened bread, which is after Passover. So we see it's a problem. But it's based on how people teach. It's based on what people believe. It's based on what we go into, and we find out what people has taught is in error. And you see this is 100% in error. Don't matter at this point right now, because it's based on time. The reason I keep going back to time, because we have a lot of people, for other people reasons, based on relationship. Well, I'm doing this for the kids. I'm doing this for my friend. I'm doing this because I don't want to seem like I'm out of place. I'm going to still do this. It goes back to, are you part of the resurrection? That's what we got to dig into. See, because according to the Bible's prophecy, according to the prophecy of this Bible, there will be a final judgment when God restores all the people to their rightful position. It's coming. And they will either receive everlasting life, peace on earth, or death, lake of fire. The Bible has many significant, to which we can even call themes.